Hello, and welcome to Infinity Cast, the podcast that explores the fascinating landscapes of the human mind. I'm your host, John Halden. Today, we're delving into something we all experience, but rarely stop to think about: laughter. Specifically, we're looking at the anatomy of a joke. What is happening in our brains when a simple pun makes us groan and then smile? Joining me to unravel this is my co-host and resident thinker, Vesper Thorne. Welcome, Vesper.
It's great to be here, John. It's a topic that's deceptively complex.
Absolutely. To start us off, I have to share one I heard the other day. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
A classic. And a perfect example for our first point, the incongruity theory. That joke works because it presents you with two completely different, clashing ideas within the same sentence. The making things up of composition and the making things up of lying. Your brain spends a split second processing the setup, expecting a logical answer, but the punchline violates that expectation. The humor, the little jolt of pleasure, comes from your brain successfully resolving that conflict, that aha moment, when you connect the two meanings. It's a tiny mental puzzle solved.
That makes so much sense. It's like a cognitive sleight of hand. But there's another layer to it, isn't there? Something a bit older, the superiority theory.
Right. It sounds a little harsh, but it's not always about malice. The theory, which goes back to thinkers like Plato and Aristotle, suggests that we laugh when we feel a sudden sense of superiority over something or someone.
So, in the case of a pun, we're not laughing at a person's misfortune, but maybe at the stupidity of the pun itself? The absurdity of the language being twisted in that way?
Exactly. There's a gentle, momentary feeling of being in the know. You got the joke. You saw the clever, slightly silly trick the words were playing. You are, for a brief moment, superior to the literal, unsuspecting interpretation of the sentence. It's a very mild and harmless form of that theory.
And that feeling is even better when you share it, which brings us to the social aspect. You and I just shared a laugh over that silly atom joke. That had to have done something.
It absolutely did. Laughter is fundamentally a social signal. It's a nonverbal way of saying, I am with you. We understand each other. We are part of the same group. When you tell a joke and someone else laughs, you've created an instant bond built on shared understanding. It reinforces social ties and creates a positive feedback loop. We laugh together, we feel closer, which makes us more likely to laugh together in the future. It's a crucial evolutionary tool for cooperation.
So, a simple, groan-worthy pun is actually a powerhouse of cognitive and social mechanics. It sets up an expectation and breaks it, giving our brain a little puzzle to solve. That's incongruity. It gives us a tiny, harmless feeling of being clever for getting it. That's superiority. And when we share it, it strengthens our connection to others.
Precisely. The anatomy of a joke is a beautiful intersection of psychology, linguistics, and sociology. It's a reminder that even our simplest pleasures are rooted in incredibly complex systems.
A wonderful thought to end on. Thank you, Vesper, for shedding some light on why we laugh. And thank you all for tuning into Infinity Cast. Join us next time as we continue to explore the quiet, infinite spaces of the mind.